What is going on, party people? This is welcome to Kick It on the Side. This is Ray speaking. I'm here with Heather, JP, and Pim. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good. Just shoveled some food down our throats.
Oh, I made a
Nice.
round roast. I think it's a pound or 2 pound round roast today. Slow
Mm.
cooked that motherfucker. Hoo. I seasoned it
Yeah.
myself. It's good, man. It was good.
How long you started? Tell them
If you
how long you.
notice, it's quiet, it's because Wendy's not here. She is at a friend's house with new. Apparently they had new kitties, so she is over there.
Nice. Is it like a sleepover or just?
No,
No.
she'll be home. They have school tomorrow. It's a girl in her class.
Oh, okay. Well, as you already know, we are talking free agency. Yesterday, we covered the AFC East, I believe.
Correct.
NFC East.
No, the NFC North.
Oh
We
yeah,
covered something last week. Today, we will be covering the AFC East.
Yes.
That is correct. The AFC East consisting of Buffalo Bills, Jets, New England Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
I can't wait to hear what Tim has to say about the
Well, we'll get
New
there.
England Patriots, but we will get there.
We'll talk about it in order, unless Tim really wants to talk about the Patriots.
no, we can do it in order.
All right.
All right.
So we'll
The
talk
Bills.
about Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bills, and this is their free agency. And
Yes.
people that
All
they
this is
either
pre-draft.
free agents or re-signed. They signed Mitchell Trubisky to a 2-year, $5.25 million deal that's worth up to $8.45 million and includes $2.7 million guaranteed. Matt
Now, will
Collins,
he be playing backup to
Yes.
Josh Allen?
Yes.
Okay.
Matt Collins signed a free agent deal. He's an all right receiver. Curtis Samuel, really good receiver. He played for the Commanders, I think, last year.
Who are we talking about?
Curtis Samuel, because they signed, I think she's home, signed a 3-year, $30 million contract.
He played for the Commanders. You said Commanders?
I did.
Okay, you're right.
Okay. He is the number 2 behind McLean, I think is the big receiver. We'll talk about them, the Commanders down the stretch. Lyle Collins, who is actually a pretty good offensive tackle, played for the Cowboys, started for the Cowboys for a few years, was considered one of the better offensive linemen. Deion Dawkins agreed to a 3-year, $60.5 million extension. They re-signed him. That was a big re-signing for them. David Edwards agreed to a 2-year extension, no monetary value to it. David Edwards, I watched him play. He played for Wisconsin. He played offensive tackle. He can play anywhere. He's very versatile. Will Clapp signed a 1-year deal. He's a pretty good center. Edge rusher, or I call him defensive end because they're on a 4-3. AJ Espinosa re-signed a 2-year deal worth up to $20 million. Casey Toohill signed with the Bills. I think that's just a depth chart fill. Austin Johnson signed a 1-year deal up to $4 million. I think he played for them last year. Daquan Jones, who talked shit about the fucking Packers I think it's him. No, that's not him. But he's a pretty decent defensive tackle. They signed him to a 2-year, $16 million deal. Deshaun Williams, again, they really needed help on the defensive line. As you can see, they went out in free agency and got some people.
Yeah, been heavy on
Deshaun Williams, they signed him to a 1-year deal. Nicholas Morrow signed him to a 1-year deal. Taron Johnson signed him to a 3-year, $31 million extension. Cam Lewis, he was re-signed to a 2-year deal. Mike Edwards signed a 1-year contract. Pretty good safety. And Taylor Rapp re-signed to a 3-year contract. They lost Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, but they're getting older, so they just decided to part ways with them. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like a lot of re-signings in the draft. What do you think they were going to be looking for? It looked like they only signed like re-signed or picked up one receiver.
They're probably going to go linebacker.
Probably linebackers.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think. Maybe a defensive back, because Tre'Davious White is no longer with the team. But they
I'm trying to remember their flaws.
But they have season. They signed Taron Johnson. I think that's who I said it was. And then they signed in the trade last year. They got Rasul Douglas, so they have him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they are with that.
Okay.
I think in defensive back, safety, we'll see. It all depends.
I mean, again, like I always feel that when it comes down to the AFC East, the Bills will always be a threat until other teams step up. I see that the Dolphins was trying to like fight, this past season, but the Dolphins became the Dolphins again. The Jets, I mean, you win them, you lose them with the Jets. Like the Jets is like, I'm actually happy that I got a win on the board. That's what I get from the Jets.
Yeah,
the Patriots.
Well, we'll talk about the Jets.
We'll get there.
The Jets are going to be a threat this year. Actually,
Well, I sure hope for. I need the Bills to have like some type of fight in the division.
The Bills are that
I
team.
don't know.
The Bills are that team. They have the people. They just never are healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Green Bay. Something always happens to a key player at a most inopportune time for them. That's what I see from them.
And it's like the person that goes down, and you never have.
Right now, the AFC East, aside from the Patriots, all three teams have an opportunity to win the AFC East. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
And you only talking free agency, right? You're not talking overall.
Just overall.
Damn.
Because neither one of those teams really needs anything. I'm going to put it to you like this. I think Aaron Rodgers if he would have been healthy, would have given them more wins, like 4 or 5 more wins than they had this year.
I could see that.
I think they make the playoffs, but I don't think they get anywhere near the Super Bowl.
So you think they would just get eliminated in round 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, wild card weekend.
Yeah. I mean, anybody else want to comment about the Bills?
Like I said, and I'll let Heather go because she hasn't said anything. Like I said, I think the Bills are that team. Just something the most inopportune things happen to them every single fucking year. Heather?
The Bills, they show promise, but then again, they have their setbacks. And, yeah.
They're the best non-Super Bowl winning team of the last 3 to 4 years.
I agree.
Jared Allen, right? What is it? Jared? Josh Allen? Josh Allen is the modern day Dan Marino.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pick on the guy, but right now until he wins one, well, I'd say he's Peyton Manning. If that makes sense.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think he's as talented Peyton Manning. No, you're missing the point. I'm talking about what he brings to the table. Josh Allen is one of those guys, again, it's a team concept. Josh Allen does try to do too much at times, and it costs the team. I really think that they should have beat Kansas City this year. Because didn't they lose to Kansas City in the playoffs? Who did they lose to?
Did they reach the second round?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I think they won. They won. I don't remember. Either way, they should have been.
Yeah, they lost to Kansas City in the second round.
They should have beat Kansas City. They're better than Kansas. I'm sorry, they are better than Kansas City.
And Kansas City wasn't even playing all that.
No, Kansas City was all over the fucking place.
Yeah. All right. So, Tim, you have anything?
No, not really. I mean, they're going to be good, and as JP said, they're going to contend for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they'll win a Super Bowl right now. They'll be one of the better teams in the AFC.
Right.
Yeah, they just always are. Maybe they got like another 3 or 4 years in them. I think Green Bay will win the Super Bowl before the Bills do.
No, they don't. No, they won't.
Yeah.
No.
If those young people right now, learn and absorb information quickly and grasp all that, yeah.
I don't.
They're going to be bringing her back soon.
Okay, there is too much talent on that Bills team to not win a Super Bowl.
They got to stay healthy, though.
They just have to stay
healthy.
Yeah.
They seem to get an injury at the worst possible time regularly.
Green Bay in 3 years, yes. No. The Bills could very well be. This is a toss-up for me. I honestly think with a couple of pieces put around and Josh Allen learns, hey, let's go with what we have. Let's try not to take over the game. Let the game come to you. He'll win a Super Bowl. It's going to be the AFC. There's 3 teams that are going to be threats to win the Super Bowl, big time threats, and that's Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City.
Yeah.
Well, I can already tell you what's going to happen in February 2025.
I'm not going near this one.
Well, I'm going there. I always go there. I'm an Eagles fan.
The Eagles
Super
ain't
Bowl.
Well,
oh, come on, man. Can I get past the AFC? Can I get past the AFC side first?
Talk about the Eagles.
I think it's going to be Baltimore versus Philadelphia. I said it.
It could be, but I don't think that's happening. Moving on to the Miami Dolphins.
Yes, the Miami.
List.
It's quite the list. Almost as long as
a CVS receipt.
The Bills. Salvon Ahmed re-signed a free agent deal. Raheem Mostert signed a new 2-year deal worth up to $9.08 million. The contract was set to expire after 2024, so he signed a 1-year extension is all he really
essentially
did.
Yeah.
Braxton Berrios re-signed with the Dolphins. River Craycraft re-signed with the Dolphins. Jody Fortson and Jonnu Smith signed a free agent deal. Jonnu Smith signed a 2-year $10 million deal. Fortson, I think he just signed a $1 million deal.
Yeah, it's a free agent. 1-year deal.
Jack Driscoll, same thing. He signed a free agent deal. Kendall Lamb re-signed on a free agent deal. So he re-signed on a $1 million deal. Aaron Brewer signed a 3-year contract worth $21 million. He came from Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Robert Jones re-signed on a free agent deal. Isaiah Wynn re-signed on a 1-year deal. He came from New England.
Yep.
Shaq Barrett signed a 1-year contract worth up to $9 million. Neville Gallimore, Jonathan Harris, and Benito Jones all signed a free agent contract. Tyre Tart signed a free agent contract. Deshaun Hand re-signed on a free agent deal. Jordan Brooks signed a 3-year, $30 million contract. Anthony Walker signed a 1-year deal. This is a lot of them. Kendall Fuller signed a 2-year deal worth up to $16.5 million. Nick Needham re-signed on a free agent deal. Jordan Poyer signed a 1-year deal. He went to Miami from Buffalo. Siren Neal signed a 1-year contract, and Jake Bailey re-signed with the Dolphins. He's their punter.
You know what?
No, they signed Jake Bailey from the Patriots.
Who?
No, he was with them last year. Yeah, you're right.
It says right there, re-signed with the Dolphins.
Yeah, no,
For the
I
team.
got my years mixed up. That's all.
I actually like what they did.
They did just short up some. They shored up some things that they needed. Go ahead and discuss. I'm gonna go wait for Wendy.
I like what they did because they know what they needed and they went out and did what they had to do. Not saying that it's gonna show on the field, but I still think they need to like work on their defense. And I don't think Odell signed with the Ravens yet.
Odell, not yet. I haven't seen anything yet.
They should pick him up and let him be with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, hold on.
They're going to be a problem.
Why am I going to do that the hard way?
Them two together might be a problem. I think they need a young
because Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson together are going to be a problem.
Yeah,
especially with the new rules in place this year.
that is true.
With tackling rules, it's going to be a nightmare tackling anyone.
Yeah.
I don't like the new rules personally.
No, I didn't want them.
Also, I think they also, if I heard JP correctly, I think they signed the safety that played with them last season. I mean,
They
he was injury
dumped
prone?
a lot of people that were not proving to be. Let's see. He's due to be a free agent this year, so there's nothing yet on if he's going to resign yet.
Oh.
So.
Oh, I think Dolphins need to talk to him because I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to sign with them. And
Well, they have to wait for his contract to actually be up because otherwise that's contract tampering.
tampering, yeah.
And they've done it on more than one occasion already.
Yeah.
So the NFL would come down hard on them, or they should come down hard on them.
They should, yes.
Because they came down on them for tampering with Tom Brady's contract. When Brady was, a year before Brady was set to be a free agent from New England.
Yep.
Because they were trying to get Brian Flores, I think, to convince Brady to go to Miami as a free agent.
I don't know. I still think Miami needs to work on their defense. They need to find somebody.
Miami needs to work on their coach
If they
shutting
could
his fucking mouth up.
If they could get James Pierce from Tennessee, I'm not sure where they fit on the draft. Like, what's their first round pick?
Let's find out.
Here we get Harold from LSU too.
They're probably in the middle of the pack with where they finished.
Yeah, they
need some.
I don't care about that. Give me the team order. Thank you. They are 21st in the first round.
Who is?
The Dolphins.
I feel like they allow too much points in the game.
Well, that's their problem. Teams that every team should be getting massive points over, they did. but then they came up against real teams
Mhm.
and got
When
their
they
asses
did
handed
it's a
to
team
them.
that was able that could play defense, they had a hard time hanging with them.
Yeah. And then you have fucking
I don't know.
Daniels out there fucking. Oh, we could kick anybody's ass. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Wait, who was that?
So he's not.
Their coach.
So the problem, I'm going to say this real quick about the Dolphins. The Dolphins, the head coach, he tries to outsmart everybody.
But he ain't that smart.
I mean, he's smart, but he thinks that he is. They call him the Sheldon Cooper of the NFL, but he
looks like it.
overthinks things like big time. And you can't do that when you're going up against the really good teams like the Bills. The Bills will just beat you.
Right.
Yep.
When they
Don't
go
even
up
sweat.
against Kansas City, they'll just beat them.
Ravens decimated them.
I mean, when they go up against an offense and a defense where three components of their team are as good, if not better, than Miami. Miami falls apart. They can't match it. Look at all their losses. Look at all of their losses that they had.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Edge almost fell on the entry ramp.
What else is new at AEW?
I don't know, man. I don't know if there's any hope for Dolphins. Like, I want to hang on hope for them, but
Yeah. It's the coach needs to drop his arrogance and just play the fucking game. Number
Well,
one.
part of the problem was, he was the media darling of the NFL when he first came out.
Yes.
When he was first, like every coach loved him. It's like you can't be like that. You gotta just coach your team.
Yeah.
Don't try and be
Don't try and be
this
John Harbaugh.
rock. We saw it with Dan Campbell. It works until it doesn't. Pete Carroll worked with in Seattle for longer than I thought it would actually last. But it eventually falls off. It's falling off a lot faster with Mike McDaniels, though.
Yeah. I mean, don't try and be John Harbaugh. Every player on that team loves him because he listens to them and he pays attention to their needs while also pushing them on the field and off the field.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you hear about very little drama coming from Baltimore's locker room.
Yeah.
Because he is a coach, first and foremost. And he makes that very
Right.
clear.
Yeah. Harbaugh's a coach first and then your buddy second, so to speak.
Yes.
Mike McDaniels wants to be your buddy, then your coach.
Mike
Doesn't even
McDaniels
make sense.
is the fucking Tony Khan of the Dolphins.
Well, that's the case. You should go and coach Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Nothing would get done now.
No, but I knew bounds.
It would be so funny to watch that fucking implode. Oh, God. It's just the two of them and their bug eyes going at each other. I'd pee my pants. But yeah, with the Dolphins,
with that being said,
they have a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
defensively.
They started it with free agency. They got to finish it with the draft and the players they have left on the team.
And you want to know what? It's easier to draft for defense than it is for offense.
You want to know what the other problem with the Miami Dolphins is? Tua
The Miami?
Tagovailoa relies way too much on fucking Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
And Jalen Waddle.
No, Tyreek Hill.
no, they just worry about Tyreek Hill, fucking cheetah.
Cheetah, I got your Cheetah. He's a great football player, but he isn't as good as everybody thinks he is.
And he ain't going to be
Pipe
young
bomb.
forever either. I mean, he's already...
Slowing down.
Yeah.
With that being said, we are done discussing Dolphins.
Yep, we're going to move on to Tim's team,
Awesome,
the
awesome.
New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Which is another very long list.
Yes.
All right, you wanna go on?
Oh, we starting the Patriots?
Again, I was about to read the list, but
I mean, if you...
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh my god. All right. So you're on the Patriots?
Yeah.
All right. So quarterback, they signed Jacoby Brissett to a 1-year, $8 million deal. I don't know why. I know why they did, but he's not. Nathan Rourke, they re-signed him, and that's just probably a what do you call him? Practice squad signing.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson signed a 3-year, $11.25 million deal. Kendrick Bourne re-signed a 3-year, $19.5 million deal with a max value of $33 million. KJ Osborne, who was with the Vikings last year, signed with the Patriots. Jalen Reagor, who was with the Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Re-signed. Well, he moved on to New England. He re-signed a 1-year deal worth $1.3 million. Hunter Henry re-signed a 3-year deal for $27 million with a max value of $30 million. Austin Hooper signed a 1-year deal with $4.25. Mike Onwenu re-signed a 3-year, $57 million deal. He's one of the better offensive linemen. Tyrone Wheatley Jr. re-signed with the Patriots. Chukwuma Okorafor signed a free agent deal. Anthony Jennings re-signed a 3-year, $12 million deal. Josh Uche re-signed a 1-year, $3 million deal. Armand Watts signed with the team. Okay. Christian Ellis re-signed. Sione Takataki signed a 2-year, $6.5 million deal that can be worth up to $10 million. What? What?
I just like the names.
Well, he's from the fucking... He's Samoan. What's so funny about that?
No, it's the names I love. That's all.
Well, god damn it. I was trying to tell you, and then he fucking said the names. So, Sion Takitaki signed a 2-year, $6.5 million deal worth up to $10 million. Kyle Duggar signed a 1-year deal worth $58 million. A 4-year deal worth $58 million that can be worth up to $66 million. And then Jalen Hawkins signed a 1-year deal. Tim?
That was a mouthful.
Have at it.
They still haven't addressed the needs on the offensive line, I feel. I know they re-signed some of the offensive line guys, but they weren't that great last year. And they traded Matt Jones, too, which he wasn't the answer to begin with. They had 1 year
Matt
left.
Jones is not on the team no
Yes,
more?
he is. Why are you so... Where is everybody getting this idea that he wasn't... If you don't put the fucking... It's the same fucking thing with Justin Fields. If you don't put the pieces around him, he's not going to amount to shit. He's one fucking guy. Name me one guy that they put on that fucking team to help fucking Mac Jones develop. Or get...
Oh, I never said that they helped him develop, though.
They did not put the pieces in there to get better.
No, they didn't.
So how is he not the answer?
What about Ezekiel Elliott?
No. He's still on the team. They signed him, I think, for 3 years last year.
He's there. He's not a quarterback. He's a running back.
Yeah.
What? Name me a receiver on that team that anybody gives a shit about.
That they need to, if they're not going to go quarterback, and I don't want them going quarterback because I don't believe in anyone passing.
Quarterback. I've heard they're going quarterback.
I don't want them to.
They're probably going to take Drake May.
Yeah. I heard
How long Mac Jones been on the team?
Mac Jones isn't there anymore. They traded him.
Yeah, they signed.
my
That's
God.
why they signed Jacoby Brissett for 1 year, just to. I don't know
Wait,
what.
why that
But
name sound? He
anyway,
was on the Browns, right?
people saying that Mac Jones is not the answer. How can you say that when they did the same? They even put the pieces around him to fucking develop him.
Yeah,
They have the offensive line. The offensive line is not the fucking problem in New England. It's nobody knows how to fucking catch in New England.
no, that
You know what? Just do a swap. Have Baker Mayfield go to New England and
Baker
send.
Mayfield's in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I know.
He
It's a
ain't
swap.
leaving Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he ain't leaving Tampa Bay. No, he's staying there. Yeah, they
I
need skill position help, and it is so hard to draft skill position help in the NFL.
It's not. Why is every other team able to fucking do it? Come on, man.
It seems like it's impossible for New England to sign skill position help, and
Because this is why they moved from Bill Belichick. His concept was outdated.
it was.
It has become a league of, if you do not have elite skill position players, you're not winning in the NFL no matter who the fuck you draft as a quarterback. I said this last night. I'll say it again. If you put the pieces around Mac fucking Jones, he would have been fine. He didn't have a problem in Alabama. He didn't have a problem his first fucking year. Tells me everything I need to know. He's actually really good his fucking first year.
Yeah, they had a decent year that year. They made the playoffs.
Everybody that's saying that he isn't the answer, bunch of fucking idiots.
Oh,
What team you think he will land in?
he got traded to Jacksonville.
Oh, it already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's playing
He's going to be the
second
backup
fiddle
to Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh God. So you go from being QB1 to QB2?
QB3
like
probably.
Probably 3, yeah, because they have a whole person. That's a demotion.
We'll get to the AFC side. We'll get to Jacksonville. That's another team that's going to be really good next year. I get what you're saying, Tim, but for everybody saying, well, it's hard for them to get. No, it's not. It's not hard to get skill position players. It's called learning how to fucking scout fucking players. Stop trying to fucking fit players into a Bill Belichick tried fitting people into a scheme that
was used in 2001.
yeah. So his scheme is okay. The offensive scheme is okay. It's the players that he's another. This is why he got fired. He just
swerve pegging around holes.
He would not get away from the way he wanted to do things. He wanted full control of what was happening on that team. That you can't when you're that old and it worked. But sooner or later, it's going to catch up to you. And it caught up to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put the pieces around him. And then that doesn't have to be fucking elite guys. But you have to have at least 3. You have to have... If you're not going to have elite guys, you're going to have at least 3 guys that are really good. That, can get the job done.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need fucking Devontae Adams level players on every team. You just need to have some players that can get fucking open. Right now, I don't see New England, even if they go out and get a first round draft pick, what are they going to do? They aren't going to be any good. New England's probably going to be the worst team in the NFL this year.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it just go back to what you said. They just need to scout better and change their schemes. That's it.
You got anything to add for New England?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. I'll let you do the Jets and I'll go do the only thing.
Sit and talk for a little bit. So I gotta. AJ was asking about my blanket.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you want to talk about New England there, Tim? Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were trying.
It's fine. You do it normally, but I'm used to it.
I just hate the term. He's not the guy. Every quarterback that I've seen, Zach Wilson's not the guy. Well, Zach Wilson was never the guy. Sam Darnold is not the guy. Yeah, because you never fucking put the pieces around him.
Justin Fields.
Zach Wilson, they were putting pieces around him, but Zach Wilson sucks.
Yeah.
Sam
Zach
Darnold
Wilson
is a better quarterback than Wilson is. Okay? I'm just saying it now. Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. They just had to put the pieces around him, and they never fucking did.
Mm-hmm. So that's part of the problem with a rookie quarterback is usually the team that they're going to is not built to be successful right away. Usually. Not always.
You said a team is usually not built to be successful?
Teams drafted at the top of the draft aren't normally built to be super successful right away. You need to draft 3 or 4 years well in a row to be able to do it like that.
Correct. Agreed. 100%. Agreed 100%. Anything else, Tim?
I just am curious how Gerard Mayo's gonna. No, that was a flag. How Gerard Mayo's gonna do. I'm just curious how he's gonna do. I'm not saying he's gonna do good. I'm not saying he's gonna do outstanding.
He's an unknown commodity. I
Yeah.
didn't even know he was a fucking coach in the NFL.
It's his first time being a head coach, and I think they did because he's under contract with them.
Tells me everything I know about fucking New England. I had no idea he was even a coach.
Exactly.
I forgot Bill Belichick is. Yeah, maybe.
Bill Belichick is in Washington.
Really?
Not the Commanders, University of Washington. He's helping them.
Teams that come out of there, it's gonna be a problem, maybe.
We'll see. No, I bet you they're really fucking good. So the final team on the AFC East,
Yes.
the New York Jets. Here's who they have signed or re-signed. Tyrod Taylor signed a 2-year deal worth up to $18 million. And they only did that because Aaron Rodgers is coming off an Achilles heel. Mike Williams signed a 1-year deal worth up to $15 million. He came from the Chargers. The Chargers are revamping everything.
Good. Because Chargers, I honestly, I know we're not talking about Chargers. I honestly think Chargers can be a very good team.
Well,
but
I'm a little skeptical now because they got rid of all their skilled players.
Oh.
John Simpson, they signed him to a 2-year deal up to $18 million. Morgan Moses, he was acquired in a trade from the Ravens along with the 2024 4th-round pick in exchange for the 2024 4th round and 6th round picks. Tyron Smith came from the Dallas Cowboys, signed a 1-year deal up to $20 million. Lecky Fotu signed a free agent contract. Javon Kinlaw signed a free agent deal. Hassan Reddick acquired in a trade with the Eagles in exchange for a conditional 2026 Third round pick that can upgrade to a 2026 second round pick.
Round pick. Yep.
Solomon Thomas re-signed with the Jets. Isaiah Oliver signed a 1-year deal. Chuck Clark re-signed with the Jets. Greg Zuerlein re-signed on a 2-year deal worth $8.4 million. And Thomas Morstead re-signed a 2-year deal with the Jets.
They're not getting rid of their kicker unless another team offer him a lot of money. They're not letting Greg go. And with Hassan Reddick, I mean, he was mediocre at best this last season with the Eagles, but then again, that was the team itself. Hopefully, he can help turn around the Jets. I know he's a one player, and it takes like about 50 people, but on the field, I hope he do something. I mean, he's good at breaking tackles, so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry, I was talking to Wendy.
No, it's all good.
So, do you put your thought out there? Great. And I'll probably respond to what you said when we do this. So, just
Okay.
It'll be okay. The Jets did enough. Their offensive line is the problem. Aaron Rodgers got hurt 3 plays into the fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because their offensive line does not know how to fucking block anybody.
Yeah.
They fixed that. Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith are 2 pretty good offensive tackles. The Jets have a really good defense.
Yeah.
A really good defense. They have 4 really good defensive backs. They're going to be tough to beat. I still think the Bills are the team to beat in the AFC East.
Yes, agreed.
With Aaron Rodgers, he adds.
He had
They
some,
have-
but not a lot.
So Mike, he adds a lot, telling you with the people that they added at the fucking skill position at wide receiver, they have Garrett Wilson, who is coming into his own as a wide receiver. They went out and got Mike Williams, who was a first-round pick. They're going to be really good. They are going to be really good. They may dethrone Buffalo. I just will see. They got better on defense. For the draft, they're probably going to get a skill position player again. They're going to have 3 really good receivers coming out of this draft.
Who was the quarterback again?
Aaron Rodgers.
The second one.
Tyrod Taylor. He's just going to be a backup. He ain't
Okay.
going to start.
Yeah, he'll be a backup because
Rodgers will be back.
You think he will continue? Like he will play the whole season?
Aaron Rodgers is good enough. He can get this team to the Super Bowl if he wanted to. Aaron Rodgers is that good. As long as the pieces are there and people do their fucking job, they'll win games. No, they'll win some games. Kansas City may be in trouble. That's how good the Jets can be with Aaron
with
Rodgers.
that defense, they can give Kansas City a run for their money.
The Jets may have the best defense in the league.
Yeah, the reason why they didn't do anything last year was because their offense was exactly.
Their offense was bad because they didn't have Aaron Rodgers, and it showed.
Yep. Their offense was built.
They were missing that. They're missing that one piece. They have the pieces. Their offensive line isn't very good, but if Aaron Rodgers would have stayed healthy, they probably would have made the playoffs.
Their offense was built to support Aaron Rodgers, not built to support Zach Wilson.
Correct. That's what I see.
I don't know, man. I don't. I'm starting to believe that the fucking Chiefs is not the team to beat anymore. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but I just feel that teams this season, this year, is actually shaping up.
Yeah. The Chiefs are still going to be one of those teams, though.
They are.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
They
But
have the pieces around them. They have the quarterback. Their defense was pretty good. The Jets, the Bills, the Ravens, the Jets, the Bills, the Ravens, and the Chiefs are all going to be probably the final four in the AFC. Either the Jets or the Bills will win the division. That's what I see.
Yeah. I think Miami will contend for a wild card spot.
I don't think they're making the playoffs.
I never said they were making the
Well,
playoffs.
they
I said,
might. They might. They might be that third team.
yeah,
They might be a 7 seed.
yeah. They might contend for a playoff spot.
We'll see. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything to add?
Nope.
yeah, I don't have anything to add about the Jets.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either. It's gonna be. We'll see what they do after free agency. We'll see what they do in the draft, and that'll tell us everything we need to know.
That is true. With that being said, I want to thank y'all for joining the stream, listening to us rant, chat, jive, have a good time about talking football. I want to thank Tim, Heather, and JP for joining me on this ride, teaching me things. I'm still learning, learn something new every day. Have a good night. Be safe. And
Peace out, bitches. You
what
good?
he said. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. Yep.